Donald Trump today signed an executive order aimed at combating ticket scalping and reducing excessive fees in the live entertainment industry. This is something that was taped in the White House today in the Oval Office with Kid Rock there. Not a huge fan, but he was talking about how scalping has hurt his fans. And I have a unique story. That the reason this particular story came to my attention is because of what happened to me over the weekend. I was just happened to be checking out ticket prices for a tennis tournament in Miami, and I wasn't really going to go, but I was just curious on how much the ticket prices were. And so I went on there. The best tickets, other than luxury box tickets, which are right behind the players, kind of like behind the dugout in a baseball game, were $7,000, which I thought was absolutely insane. This is not the U.S. Open. It's not Wimbledon. No Grand Slam type tournament. A big tournament. There's a lot of good players there, but not worth $7,000, even though it was the finals. And so one of the things that I noticed on the website where you're buying the tickets is that some were labeled resale and others were, I can't remember what it was, but original price, something to that effect. So it seemed to me that's what happened is a bunch of people went in, bought these tickets, and are reselling them, which I thought was crazy. As a kid, when people would try to scalp tickets for football games when I lived in New York, that was illegal. The cops would come and arrest you. I mean, not really. I mean, the cops had better things to do. Sometimes they would get in trouble. Other times they just got away with it. But it was always frowned upon, looked down upon, and technically illegal from what I remember. But this thing going on with the more modern way of selling tickets, it seems to be a major problem. And the order that Trump signed directs the Federal Trade Commission to enforce existing laws, such as the Better Online Ticket Sales Act, or BOTS Act, to prevent the use of automated bots that purchase large quantities of tickets for resale at inflated prices, which I think is a great thing. I mean, there's a lot of important things that are going on in the world that we need to be paying attention to, but this is just one more thing that people are getting ripped off from, where someone is getting involved in purchasing these tickets, creating zero value. All they're doing is going in and flipping, just like property flippers. I mean, some people will put money into it and stuff like that, but in the long run, it ends up costing people and driving up prices artificially as a whole. And that's what, they're not providing any value. And in this particular case, absolutely not providing any value. Additionally, it mandates price transparency throughout the ticket purchasing process and calls for enforcement actions against unfair or deceptive practices in the secondary ticket market. I think there should not be a secondary ticket market, period. If you're someone who purchases tickets and then you can't make it for whatever reason and you want to resell them, then I think you should be able to do that. But to go in and buy hundreds of tickets and then turn around and sell them at inflated prices, that shouldn't be allowed, period, at all. So the executive order instructs the Attorney General and the Treasury Secretary to ensure that ticket scalpers comply with all relevant tax laws. I mean, once again, I don't know why that's important. It should be just completely illegal. And like I said before, Kid Rock was in the Oval Office dressed like a clown, but he was talking about how his ticket prices were an issue, where he would like to keep them as cheap as possible, but it makes more money for the scalpers if he holds them too low. So it's a major issue. And like I said, it came to my attention over the weekend when I was looking at ticket prices for the Miami Open. To me, it should be outright illegal, but at least something is being done about it. Before previous administrations, obviously, they were happy with allowing people like you and me to not only get killed when it comes to taxes and everything else, but then also by bot farms and other people taking advantage of, the middle class that are just, they'd like to go out and have fun with their family and enjoy something, but they get taken advantage of in that too. So let me know what you think. Is this something that you like to see happen? Have you not gone to concerts or done things with your family because the ticket prices are too high because of this? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.